Hi Pisces, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. So, one card for Pisces before I shuffle the deck. And I'm going to post a link to your August general reading and your Vimeo reading, which is about love and relationships. It'll be underneath. One card please for Pisces before I shuffle the rest of the deck. Very nice, happy card. A feeling of feeling quite light, quite carefree, quite joyful. I don't know where this happiness is coming from. Maybe it's happiness for no reason. You know, that sort of happiness for no reason, that sweet spot that we all touch now and again, where we just feel untouchable. We just feel very carefree and very light. So let's find out what's going on for Pisces, please. Very nice card. I'm going to shuffle one more time and then I'll split the deck one more time. So, Page of Cups behind you. Nine of Wands is the gift. Challenge, Four of Cups. Six of Swords in your relationship house. Seven of Cups underneath the Nine of Wands, so still a little bit of vagueness and confusion, Pisces. This is the central pillar of the reading. The Nine of Wands is the gift, so I don't have to read it in its more challenging aspects. As the gift, this is about boundaries, okay? Just clear-cut boundaries, which is always really one of Pisces and all of the water signs' more challenging lessons about boundaries. But that's what the Nine of Wands is about. So behind you is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups can be a young person, by the way, or it can be the Page of Cups carries messages. And the messages this page carries tend to be very sweet messages. For some of you, it might be a relationship dynamic. Someone might be traveling to see you with the Six of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords is a transition card. So there might be some sort of something quite... It's almost like there's news coming your way. And it's very, the Page of Cups tends to be very, very sweet news, by the way. So that's very nice what's behind you. Boundaries. The boundaries, the Nine of Wands card is very, very clear-cut communication. This is what I want, and this is what I don't want. This is what I'll do, and this is what I will not do. Now, a lot of people don't love us when we put boundaries down, Pisces. I mean, essentially, if we are one of these Pisces that tend to be overgivers, but that's what your gift is. Why is Nine of Wands the gift for Pisces, please? What's the boundaries about? One card. It's with the Two of Pentacles. This might be about resources, by the way. Boundaries around the Two of Pentacles. So this might be about financial boundaries. I'll give this much, but no more. Because the Two of Pentacles, quite often, it can be an investment card, the Two of Pentacles. Because if you look at the deck card quite clearly, there's a pentacle going over here. So it goes over the rainbow. But it lands on this piece of soil. It might be an investment for some of you with that Nine of Wands, and maybe some of you are having to say no to other people because your resources want to go down a different route, or some of you are making a goddamn investment in something with that Nine of Wands. So investing in something in the future, which is very, very exciting, if that's what you're doing, Pisces. I'm not sure, but the first card was the Nine of Wands, which is about clear-cut boundaries. And you know what? Boundaries can be such a hard thing to do, but because it's the gift, It's obviously something that you've been having to work with for quite a long time. The challenge is the Four of Cups. Okay, so there's this cup here, look. The cup's behind you and the cup's here. But you're looking at this cup, Pisces, but you're not making any decisions about that cup. The Four of Cups is a card of inertia, one of my least favourite tarot cards, not because it creates conflict or anything, but it's a little bit it's something to do with your emotional life. But you're just staring at this cup. You're obviously doing a lot of reflection and a lot of consideration because of the Seven of Cups here. About choices, with that Nine of Wands is the gift. What do you want, basically, Pisces? What do you want your future to look like? That's sort of what this is about. What do you want in your relationships? What will you tolerate? What will you not tolerate? That sort of seems to be what this reading's about. And it doesn't look like, it's not as if, I'm not saying there's going to be any big decision made this week, but there's a lot of reflection and there's a lot of you establishing some rules maybe about what is acceptable and what is not. Anyhow, the Six of Swords is how other people are showing up for you, which means someone might be on some sort of journey to see you. That's what the Six of Swords tends to be about. So what is the Six of Swords about for Pisces? Some of you, someone's definitely coming to see you because look, the outcome is the Lover's card, which is about you and other people, and this is all about emotions here. And I think there's quite a lot of confusion around your emotions. Tell me more about the Six of Swords as other people's energy. One card. I remember, Pisces, your Vimeo reading was a little bit intense in the relationship dynamics. I do remember it was probably of all the signs the one that was more, what is going on here? Do I stay? Do I go? A lot of conflicting energy. So the Six of Swords is about bloody hanging man. Funny combination of cards because the Hanging Man is that suspended animation, but if some of yous are putting off making a choice, just be a bit careful, Pisces, okay? Because if you're putting off making a choice because of fear, it might just be the other person makes a decision and takes the situation out of your hands. One more card to clarify this. It's probably best checking out the Vimeo reading here. One card to clarify what's going on here. It sort of seems to be that there's a lot of consideration. Maybe traveling, by the way, to see someone because that looks like where you're going to, but still not making any decisive action. And all that does, Pisces, we lose our connection with our I'm trying to get the right word. You can't just bury something. You can't just bury feelings and you can't just bury emotions. It tends to end up erupting somewhere, or it becomes someone else's wound that they need to deal with. So it's got a karmic story here. I think some of you are maybe been putting off dealing with a decision. just clearly that Seven of Cups, that Four of Cups, that juggling, choices. The outcome is the Lover's card. This is a Gemini card, by the way, but I think it's more about a relationship for you. Can you clarify the Lover's card? One card, please. Okay, Page of Swords. So there's a lot of... Page of Swords is about communication in a relationship. You know, Pisces, this might be your reading, or it might be how the other person is showing up for you. If you follow the esoteric belief that everything's just a mirror, people bring... That's it. So essentially the great thing about that is we can solve dynamics by solving them within us. I can't help get a feeling some of you are putting off making a decision. This might only be for one person here who's watching, and that has to be my rules, and that has to be my guidance, that if one person gets it, then that's absolutely fine. And if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. Tell me more about what's going on for Pisces here, especially this energy. One card. Right, okay, you're still between worlds here. And this is definitely regarding a relationship. Advice. Oh God, your advice is the truth be told. We get ill, Pisces, if we don't stand... I mean, I'm just like you. I avoid things, but that's how we can get very ill. We can get depressed. We can get all manners of things. Your advice is to be the Page of Swords regarding a relationship. Yeah, look, you're dealing with one hell of a relationship with that Blessed card. 22 is also the Master number. It's another number for the Fool card, which means you've came full circle. You know, Pisces, I know you're, for whoever that relationship reading was for, I know you're really confused, and I know there's a juggling act going on. I really don't recommend not being in the truth, because what it tends to be is it triggers off catalytic change. So catalytic change tends to be the more negative connotations of cards like the Tower card. Okay, Pisces, do check out the Vimeo reading. My contact details are below if you need to reach out. Okay, I try my hardest. I can't respond to every email. Yeah, but much love, Pisces, and I stand in the truth of my own identity. That should be your prayer. No matter how challenging it is to go between worlds, sometimes we just need to keep walking. Okay, bye, Pisces.